Hey viewers! Welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. This time we're watching another Nasus game from HotshotGG, and this mainly because I've been a little bit annoyed by the mistakes people make in games, and not so much because it's their fault. It's just that people make a lot of strange choices because they just don't have the experience, and so I was told this game is particularly epic. So we will have to see, and I do believe them because, well, it has been advertised a lot, and yeah, we'll see. So anyway, we see in the in Hotshot's team here, we see that Hotshot is definitely the tank with his Nasus. And Vladimir is kind of the backup off tank, so he can build quite a bit of tankiness into him due to his lifesteal. So not so much additional health points, but just because he has lifesteal he can normally absorb a lot of damage, and that's what a tank does. And then we have, of course, the jungler, because this is finally a high ELO game again. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of low ELO, so my own games, but also games from viewers, which is fun to do, but I was really looking forward to doing another one of these. And so finally we have a jungler on both of the teams. And then we have Caitlyn and Annie being the AD and AP carries. One of them is going to go in the bottom lane and is going to be protected by normally Nasus, but yeah, he's going mid apparently. Well, we'll have to see. Anyway, on the other team we see Amumu being the tank and jungler, and then Mordekaiser being the backup tank, but he's probably going for a little bit damage oriented build because two full tanks on a team really doesn't do anything. Cho'Gath also good tank, but also going to be going for a little bit more damage oriented build probably. And then we see Corki being, well, the carry on this team. Not really sure how that will go because he's really the only carry, and then Evelyn is kind of a damage support character with of course the incredible stun and the invisibility. So we'll have to see. So Corki of course being mid. Nasus not so obvious that he's going mid, but with Hotshot at the rudder, yeah, they can really make use of the fact that he is mid, because he can get a lot of last hits with his Q, building up the damage there, and by building up the damage with his Q he can actually just build tank and still do quite a lot of damage. So he ran back there because we could actually hear Evelyn, and there she is. So I'm not sure whether or not people actually want the game sounds in. Normally it's just very distracting. It's very hard to get them at the right level, because if they're too loud then yeah, you cannot hear the commentary anymore, and if you just want to see the game with the game sounds, yeah, and there you see the amazing stun that Evelyn has. It's really annoying. But anyway, if you want to just see the game with the game sound, you should probably just get the replay system and download the replay for these kinds of games, and yeah, not even bother coming to YouTube for these videos. And if you do want the commentary, then it's probably annoying if the game sounds are too loud. And then again, if I turn them too low, which I'm doing at the moment because I'm actually amplifying the commentary by 300%, and that makes that the game sounds are really low. So I don't think you can actually hear them. I normally don't check the videos, I only check if they work, and that's it. But if you guys want the yeah, the game sounds. I can certainly try, but if nobody really wants it, then I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm just going to give you the games with only commentary and no game sounds. So they are switching lanes here, the Vladimir and Nasus. Nasus can still farm this way, but it's a lot easier for him to farm here without Eve interfering all the time, and without a ranged DPS character on the lane opposite him. So he's already up to 8 last hits with his Q, and yeah, that is going to increase. Of course, we saw him last time we had a hotshot Nasus game. He went up to something like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but something like 300 last hits and 100 and something of which were with the Q. That means that it's another 350 damage or something that's added to the Q, and the Q has a cooldown of about 3 seconds when it's level 5. So without any cooldown reduction items. And he does have a cooldown reduction of 6%, which is probably some runes and masteries. I'm pretty sure actually that's just the runes. So he again dies. Yeah, this is not supposed to happen against Mordekaiser, but especially when you still have Ghost up. But yeah, sure. So it is indeed the fact that he is a melee hero which is the problem, and yeah, that's quite obvious, since every time you want to come in for a minion hit, so a last hit on one of the minions, you have to go to you are subject to well, attacks from the opponent, and if they're ranged, they're even not in danger of getting hit back. And that is kind of the problem he's facing here. Mordekaiser has a longer range, of course, than the melee range with his spells. And there we go, 3-man gank. They know he doesn't have anything anymore, so yeah, they can easily kill him. And this is the main problem people have with melee heroes. Me too, I mean, I'm horrible with most melee heroes. Yeah, if you run into range to get the minion kills, the creep kills, then you are going to have some trouble getting the last hits without dying. Because I normally take a lot of damage from people just attacking me while I am trying to get the last hits. And as everyone here already knows, I'm a huge fan of getting high minion scores. And if I don't get a high minion score, I consider the game not very well played. Well, unless of course I play Soraka or anything like that. Or I have a tactic that doesn't involve minion kills, such as Roam Eve or Roam Twitch, something like that. But normally I do like to get high minion scores, and it's really annoying for me to do that with a melee hero. It is of course still possible if you're good with them and if you have a laning partner, because, well, in this case Hotshot doesn't have a laning partner, which makes it even harder for him to last hit, because there's nobody doing damage to this Mordekaiser. So Mordekaiser can just be wherever he wants, basically, as long as he's careful that he's not getting ganked by the jungler. Where is the jungler anyway? Oh, he's here. Yeah. These skins really fool me every time. I just have to look at the minimap and actually locate him and then look which one he is. Because, well, most of the skins are pretty recognizable still. But some skins really confuse me, and Nasus has some skins that actually make him look like a totally different character. And yeah, that's very hard for me at least to judge then who it is. If they just come running into view, and or if I just click the map somewhere, so the mini-map, and I'm not sure who's in that particular section of the map. So Hotshot again getting to about half his life points just by some attacks from Mordekaiser. And Mordekaiser now coming into the jungle here. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, I totally missed that one. Anyway, Mordekaiser's using his skills like he should. Well, of course, because this is a high ELO game. But we see most Mordekaisers using their skills just all at the same time. And he is actually just charging up his shield when he needs it. And leaving the minions for what they are for the rest. So not using his skills for the rest. And I see so many Mordekaiser just spamming all 3 skills. And then just sitting there waiting for the shield to dissipate, or rather for their skills to come back up. And then they get killed because, well, they don't have any shield left. And you can only get like 150 shield. Hang on. Yeah, well, it's up to 360 now, but depends on your level. But early on you can only get 150 shield, and people will actually go... Oh wow. Yeah, they get 2 kills here. Wow, 0 and 8 in score, and Hotshot being at 0 and 4. That's really the worst start ever. But yeah, it's supposed to be a good game, so I'm assuming it's not going to end, or not going to continue this way, and not going to end anytime soon. But we'll have to see. I don't actually know what's coming, because the file had just a number on it. People do that on purpose, of course, to avoid spoiling the game for me. If you do have your own replays and you send them to me in an email, please include something about the game. So whether it's a long game or a short game, something like that. I don't want to know whether you won or lost or how much your score was, but let me know who you played, whether it's a 5v5 or 3v3. Yeah, so which champion were you? What were things that maybe were discussed in the pre-game lobby? Were you in the duo queue, things like that, so that I actually have a little background. So especially if you're on Skype with someone, that would be good to know for me. So Siphoning Strike up to level 5 now, and he only has 30 last hits with it. It hasn't been going very well for him. And